everyone, welcome back to my channel. This time I'm going to talk about DIY bezel free kit. As you have just seen in the short video just now, the edge of the bezel of the TV is disappear, right? Almost seamless. And I just found out something that probably you guys that using 3 monitors might be wanting to do that also. Okay, so how do I do that basically? So this is the screenshot of the disappearing bezel. Previously I'm using something like a reflective tape in my previous video in the part 8, probably I've mentioned it. But recently I found some ways to make it disappear. Something like this. This is the left screen, as you can see, almost seamless. Slightly some distortion, but yeah, it's definitely good enough for me. So basically, it's much better than the reflective tape that I'm using. So this is almost like ASUS ROG Bezel free kit. Okay, so this one is slightly off the what do you call it, the seam, because I think I'm using a very extreme angle of 90-degree here. So it's kind of like I have to find the width of the filters here to be properly so kind of like seamlessly two edges of this TV are becoming one. Okay, so I'll talk about that later on when we talk about how I come up with this measurement. Okay, so this is, as you can see, that's the filters. I just glue it with sticky glue, something like putty something. It's quite sticky. Basically it's stay there. I'm not using any bracket. I try to create some 3D bracket, and very cumbersome or very complex things, it doesn't work out because this is very flexible. I'll show you later on in the video using a camera. This is very flexible material, very thin, so I need to stretch it so the edges here are kind of touching the TV screen perfectly. Okay, so this is the right side. Just now just zoom of the previous slide. Okay, so how do I do this? Okay, so if you probably already know, this method has been promoted by ASUS before with its product ASUS ROG Bezel free kit, something like this. So basically it has very advanced mechanisms, like there's a attachment point that you can put in your monitors like this here, and I think it's covering the bezel, and it's bending the light, basically bending the screen, so bending the left and the right screen to meet each other in the middle here. For ASUS ROG Bezel free kit, I think they mentioned it's only for 130-degree angle. I'll talk about it later on, why it is important, because this one is the ASUS ROG ROG Bezel free kit is for 130-degree angle, meaning that this monitor and this monitor have angle of 130-degree to perfectly align the seam here, the edges of the screen. That's why I think in the previous pictures, if you can see, the seam is not perfectly aligned, because it's an extreme angle of 90-degree. I need to adjust the width of this filter because the width of the filter is depending on the angle. That's what I found. Okay, so let's talk about what's this is all about. What is this material? I was been searching for many times. Buying ASUS ROG ASUS ROG Bezel free kit was I would like to buy it. The problem is I think the maximum size available, if not mistaken, is for 32-inch. I'm not sure, but anyway, it could be made longer. I'm not sure, but it's very difficult to get it, especially in my country, Indonesia. So I cannot even import it. So it's very expensive, very expensive, almost 3 million, 4 million rupiah. So it's kind of like 300 $200. I'm not sure that's worth it, just to make it disappear. So that's why I'm using a reflective tape in my previous attempt, just to hide the black color bezel. So just to make it shiny, and then it's blending some reflective, screen on from each other, and then it just disappear. But it's not perfect because it's reflective. I would like to have this kind of technology. I was buying some material from AliExpress at that time. It's quite thick. It's a kind of acrylic base or something. It has some kind of ridges, or what do you call it? Fresnel lens effect, but it doesn't work. I don't know why. But anyway, so I stumbled upon a video. I forgot. I lost that video. I was trying to find a video. Somebody is tearing apart the monitors, the LED monitors. He tore apart the LED monitor and take out the filters inside the monitors. Yeah, so he take out the filters or the material, the seat, and then cut it and then put it in the screen, and voila. So you got your own DIY ASUS ROG Bezel free kit. So I thought, wow, damn, I need to find that material. So I looked in the internet and in the online store, and luckily there are local sellers in my country that sell it. Okay, he sell for 32-inch TV, 42. I think around 40 and then 42-inch TV. So there are several sizes. So I bought all of them. Okay, in many sizes. I'm using. I'm using the problem with this. I think I'll talk about it. Anyway, let's talk. So what was all about? So basically, this is I get it from Wiki. This is the layers of the LCD TV or LED TV. So it's not exactly like this. It's much more complex, I guess, in a recent TV. Just to make it a bit more easier. So basically, the glass substrate and liquid crystals are in the middle, and there are two filter actually. Before there's another protective screen up front. There's another one. I think there will the last one is definitely a reflective mirror, just to diffuse the light from the backlight. It's not like this, but it's just something like a white seat, something like that. But the one that is very important is this either horizontal polarizing filter sheet or vertical polarizing filter sheet. So that too, I'm not sure which one. So I just bought one, but I'm not sure. I'm not tearing apart my monitors yet. So I don't know which one is the one that I bought in the online store. So basically either this horizontal one or the vertical one, I'm not sure. But the one that I'm using, actually, if I bought this seat for 42-inch TV, I'm using actually on the length side and then turn it onto the vertical. So that's work. On the other one that I bought, it didn't work. So I got this one. So basically, you have to be careful. I'm not sure which one, the either horizontal or vertical. Somebody who probably know already can make a comment down below which horizontal or vertical polarizing filter sheet. I think you can use it as long as I'm not sure what's the what do you call it, the effect, but I think it should be something because I'm using the horizontal because I think it's bending the light 45 degree from for horizontal. I think because I'm using horizontal in the vertical positions, it's bending from left to right. Okay, so that's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not. Do comment if somebody knows about it. But this is the seat that's important to do that magic. Okay, I think it's the horizontal one. So let me show you the seat itself. Okay, so here I got the seat. So this is a very very thin. I don't know how many millimeter. I think it's 0.2 or 0.1 millimeters. so 0.2 millimeters. So it's very thin. It's well, it's like, I don't know. I think you mustn't touch it. If you can see here, it's already dirty. I think it's some metal material, because it's getting oxidized. Because if you touch too often, it's kind of getting oxidized. So better not touch, or using a cotton glove or something. But anyway, now I'll show you the magic. Okay, so I think this is the. So it's the this one is supposed to be the seat is supposed to be like this, the horizontal. So it's like 42 inch or 32 inch. The seat will be going wide, but I cut it as like this size. I'll tell later on the size from left to right. Right. So, but when you attach it to the TV, I'm putting like this. Okay. So it's more like horizontal from the edges of the TV. Now, I think this one is the horizontal polarizing filter, if not mistaken. So what happened is that, if you can see here, yeah, I'll show you. This is the effect. You can see here in the video, in the camera, this button here is from here, right? It's kind of bending the light from here into this side. You see? So you can see if I move it further away, it's getting even like almost 45 degrees. So you can see it's like you have to put in a distance from the what do you call it, the scene that you want to bend, or the graphic, or the whatever, the pictures from behind that you want to bend. So what happened is that it's bending the light, something like this. So that is the effect that's happening in the bezel-free kit. Okay, so basically it's the scene from this what do you call it, the from the monitor from here are being shown here in the seat. Okay, so almost like touch. So now the trick is basically let me draw the picture in the PowerPoint. So let me draw something in the PowerPoint. Let's say if you have a TV set like this, so angled away, let's say 130 degree away to the angle from the TV. So this is the filter or the seat that you have to install, right? The width of the seat is actually larger here, or wider here, because it has to cover a certain degree of some light here. So it kind of make this bezel here when the two TV set meet, or the two monitors meet, are disappearing, right? So so this is what happened if it's this the wider angle. I think the seat has to be wider. Okay, that's my well, I test a bit on my triple monitor. I have another triple monitor that is having a wider angle, but my A320 DIY Cockpit has very tight, or very almost perpendicular angle. So almost like 90 degree. So 80 something, 89, almost 90 degree. Even the right one is actually almost exactly 90 degree. So for the tighter angle, I think you have to cut the seat narrower. So it's kind of like narrower compared to the higher, larger angle monitors. Okay, so that's what I found. So I don't know what happens, but I think the effect, as you can see in the camera just now, the screen from here, it's bent into something like in the middle of this seat, or almost exceeding suddenly. So from here, the scene here are shifted toward the middle here, right? So what happened is that the bezel actually shifted more than that. This bezel here are shifted to this side, and it's overlapped, right? Because what happened with the filter if there's a darker color or a darker scene behind, it won't show up kind of clearly. So it's getting lost, right? So basically become a dark scene. So but if it's a monitor scene which is light up, I mean the LCD light up, not the bezel, it will show up very clear. So it's kind of like reducing the luminosity, I guess, of the behind this filter. So the black bezel, although it's over here, and this bezel is actually over here, and the scene are over here in the middle, meeting each other. It will not show up as clear as the monitor itself or the screen itself that is light up. So it's kind of like being masked. Sometimes in the darker scene you can see it, the black bezel, but it's kind of like very vague. So yeah, in the bright scene, it's gone. Basically, it's gone. So this is, I think, how it works on this polarizer filters. So you have seen the video before and the pictures. I think it's perfectly to me okay for the daylight scene and very bright scene, but I haven't really tested for a darker scene or darker like let's say night flying or night scene. So I think there might be some showing up, but anyway, it's dark, right? So if it's dark, it's probably is being masked anyway. So that is what I found. Okay, so going back, if you can see, yeah, so basically this is the material. Actually it's almost like 80 centimeters wide, and then of course it's a smaller size down in the, well, if you like just a 42-inch TV, or this one is from the 32-inch TV. So the width I think is like 70 centimeters. I think below going down I think it's only like 50. I forgot 40 or 50. So basically I cut it in. So this one is, if not mistaken, is 6 centimeters. Oh, this is why. Sorry, this one is not used. So let me show you. This one is only 4.5. So 4.5 centimeters is the width that I'm using for the almost the tight angle, almost 90-degree angle. So it's put it in the corner like this. So what I do is I didn't create any 3D like a bracket or something. It's very cumbersome. So I just cut a 5 millimeters thick acrylics, and then make it a baffle here so it's not touching the screen, and then attach it in the corner using attack glue. Attack glue. So it's not attack glue, like it's a putty something. It's a putty type kind of glue. So but it's mendable, so you can reuse it. It's quite okay. So I put it in the corner here and then just attach, and then slightly bend a bit, so it's kind of like pushing these edges into the screen of the TV. So this is the almost like 80 centimeters length. Another one. If you bought ASUS ROG Bezel free kit, you won't be able to attach it into your 65 TV set, right? I have a triple 65 monitor TV sets actually used in my A320 DIY Cockpit. So I don't think you can get almost like 80 centimeters height or height of the monitor or the TV itself, and you will have to put two ASUS ROG Bezel free kit probably to do that, and there will be some so you have to put two. So with this one I can cut from I think this one is from the 42-inch TV. So it's almost like 95 centimeters wide, the filter, and then I cut it horizontally, and then I turn it vertically when I put it in the TV. So you can see it's bending. This one is the wrong one. Okay, So this one is not the 42-inch TV. This one I think is the 40-inch TV. So you can see here, this one is a vertical polarizing filter. So this is the problem. So if you can see here, this one is from the horizontal polarizing filter. So I turn it vertically. If you can see, the key here on the right side is being shift into the left side. So I think horizontally. But for this one, because I think I bought it mistakenly, this is unused. If you can see here, what happened is that it's shifted downward, right? Like this one is probably, when I bought it like this, it was actually a vertical shifter, right? So it's kind of like shift and light, shifting pictures left and right vertically. But when I turn it and put it in my TV, it doesn't work. So I said, what happened with this sheet? Okay, so I think I bought the wrong one, or the seller just don't know, probably just give me a polarizing seat, and he probably didn't tell me also that it's actually this one is a different polarizing angle. So this one is shifting from, because I turn it vertically when I put it in TV, it's shifting downward. Right here you can see this one is the key here, over here it's shifting kind of downward, so it doesn't work. So be careful when you bought. There's a vertical and horizontal polarizer. You have to find, because if you want to put the length of the height of the TV, the higher, the larger the TV set, like 65 inch, the height will be increasing, right? Almost 80 centimeters. So you have to bought longer filter, right? The problem is because this is kind of like being scrapped from production, or the waste from production, I don't know, or it's just for spare part, I'm not sure. But the way you want to get the wire, or the length that you will have to be able to get bigger, or what do you call it, wider length, or the most length that you can get is from horizontal, right, in the TV, because it's horizontal, is always wider, not vertically. So that's why I think, if not mistaken, you have to buy the horizontal polarizing filter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. The material also is actually one way. So this is, you can see is you can see through the keyboard here, but if you flip, it's kind of mostly reflective and will do nothing. Yeah, you see, it's mostly reflective. Yeah, so that's why I think it's reducing some lights, because it's also reflective, some reflective material. I think it's part of the polarizing. It's kind of reflective one way, but if you flip, it's show perfectly well. Okay, and it's actually oxidized when you touch so frequent. So as you see, there's my mark, and I cannot get rid of it. It's like being oxidized into the metal area. I'm not sure, but anyway, don't touch it. Probably using a cotton glove or something, so to be safe. Just it's very cheap. By the way, this one panel, the whole panel, the sheet, actually only cost me $3. Oh, sorry, $5 or $7. I forgot. Around that. Yeah, so it's only like $5 to $7 a seat, compared to if you buy the ASUS ROG Bezel free kit, it costs $200 or more, $170 at least, and import and shipping, whatever, it probably end up to $200-300 USD. But this one is very cheap. I bought actually plenty of it just for stock, and I just use a small strip of it and that's it. And you can save it for later, or for if you have some other TV. But yeah, this one is amazing. Thank you for somebody who's doing a video. I forgot I was trying to find my story, but I can't find it yet. That guy is tearing down his LED TV or LCD TV, and then take out the seat and put it in the monitors, and voila, this magic happens. So yeah, so that is the way that I do my DIY bezel free kit. So thank you for watching. Hopefully that it's helped you eliminate your triple monitor bezel basically from this video. I know somebody else doing that already, but I'm very happy that I found this finally, and I can put it in my 65-inch, and I'm gonna put in other triple TV on my 50-inch TV, similar, but it's a wider angle. So I think the one that I put in the cockpit here in the A320 is, as I mentioned, is 4.5 centimeters or 45 millimeters. I think almost 2 inch. But the one that I need to put in my 50-inch triple monitor, because triple TV, because it's wider angle, almost like 120 degree. I need to put it almost like 6 centimeters or 60 millimeters, or almost 2.5 inch. So yeah, I think it's around that. So so just that's my finding. You can make a bracket. I've tried to make it like a double sandwich with 1 millimeter acrylic. I think you can do that for a stiffer filter, but it's just too cumbersome because you have to attach to sheet to acrylic sheet at 1 millimeters. I think it's more durable, but I just very happy that I just glued it with the tech glue from the one end and the other end, and then stretch it a bit, and that's it. And yeah, voila, you got your DIY bezel free kit. Okay, so this is a quick video. Hopefully, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in my direct message or email. Okay, see you in another video.